I know I'm interrupting.
It's a Friday, it's okay.
So look, here's a good one. I've just got to sit myself down on this cold concrete. So I've just jumped on the computer and I was looking at some of the questions that people are asking us on YouTube and Facebook.
Yep.
So this is a really good one, actually. This is from a guy called Jim Ellum. I hope I pronounced that correctly, Jim. Jim says, this is on YouTube. He says, I know that you go all out on sound deadening, whilst others say one layer or just a few patches for each panel is just fine. Could you go further into this subject and as to why you go all out in a future video? So I think what he's asking is, why do we do, like for this car here, that's probably worth about $800, why we're doing 2 layers of sound deadening, and there's probably about
according to most people it's overkill.
$1,500 worth of sound deadening. Well, that's a good question, and my answer partly is contained in the first video we did on sound deadening, or sound absorption, acoustic treatment, vibration dampening, vibration control, all those good points where we want to try and minimize the vibration of those panels, which is noise. We want to try and stop the resonance of those panels. So yes, you can do that with small amounts of sound deadener around the place. Heavy duty on the bottom reduces the road noise coming through the floor of the car. If you can do the roof, absolutely. If you can do the roof, that again stops all that ambient noise.
It's not only that, the roof actually helps a lot with sub bass as well. In a lot of installs, even with the woofer facing back or up, up is obviously directly, it's getting the first wave, but even if it's facing back, it's still, you know, going against it and coming up and around. It usually does make a fairly big difference. Not only that, but when you have a good amount of sub bass, if your roof isn't rattling, I'll be shocked.
100%, and even with sound deadener on, if you've got a lot of bass, you will see movement. So
to me, it really depends on the person. And the term audiophile gets slung around a lot. It's obviously misconstrued and misunderstood a little bit, but if you're really trying to achieve the best that you can achieve, even if you can gain, you know, a 20% difference, is still worth it to a lot of people. So for a lot of people it's not, for some people it is. It's the same as, you know, some people think that Stinger OFC cable is great and someone will want something nicer again. Is it necessary? No. But is it to them because they want that tiny little amount of difference? It is. It's very similar to designing a sub enclosure. 18mm MDF is, honestly, it suffices for the majority of applications. But there's also a reason why audio nuts will go 25mm all the way through to 100mm if they're absolutely mental, for that little bit extra. And is that needed? No, but it's nice to have. It's not a bad thing to have it, and it does still make a difference.
So I think another analogy is the drag car analogy. People spend, say, $20,000 on an engine in a car, and they'll do a 10-second quarter mile.
It then costs $100,000 to get to 9 seconds.
Correct. It's in 100. It's exponential. So
it is.
Similarly with deadening, you've got the same. You put in I like this product we use. I like the 2 layers. To me, meets a reasonable requirement for everyone. And although a lot of people might think that's overkill, I think that's about right. It kills that certain amount of noise or ambient noise, lowers your noise floor, if you like.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But then also, you could go another 2 layers, and it would be, maybe you'd notice the difference more than most people, you know?
Well, yeah, that's the other thing as well. It depends on what you're used to. It also depends on the product that you're using as well. A lot of people seem to overlook that. A cheaper driver designed to, say, cross at 80 hertz in a door, just a random example, is going to need a lot less damping than a very, very capable driver with, say, 200 or 300 RMS going into it that, say, crosses at 30 or 40 hertz. Very, very different story, because now you have almost sub bass going through your door, and that makes a huge difference. And a lot of people would think it's overkill to do 2 or 3 layers, but doing that in conjunction with, say, Brux pasting the door trims, going over all the clips for all the plastic trims with fleece tape and all those sorts of things make a huge difference. And I know that firsthand just from doing it. Whenever you try and get away with minimal deadening on a very capable door woofer, you're not going to have a fun time, because you're going to go through all the work, you're going to do it all bolted up, and then it's just going to be rattling everywhere. So it is really worth it's easiest way to put it is go as far as you can comfortably do it. If you can afford it, do it. You're never going to have a negative result. I've never seen it happen. It's never a bad thing. Yes, it's a law of diminishing return, but it's still a return. It's still there. You're still getting an improvement. So,
well, I hope that answers your question, Jim. And thanks for watching YouTube, mate. And to everyone else watching, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching.